Greetings, Cosmos, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It's been a few days since I recorded, so I'm just going to cut off at 15 minutes and then start the next episode immediately after, right where I left off. So, today I intend to... I forget what I was originally planning to do, so I'm going to ascend Death Mountain? Yeah. That sounds like it's not a disastrous idea. Okay, so take that. So, I have this thing where the earlier I am in a game, the more out of my way I'm willing to go to get more powerful. Which is why it sometimes irks me that when a game has all kinds of side quests right at the end of the game. And unfortunately, this leads to me doing a lot of stuff that makes a game less fun way early on in order to be more powerful than I'm hypothetically supposed to be. I mean, there's a limit to it. Like in Final Fantasy VIII, I'm not willing to play the sheer quantity of card games I have to play to get the main character's best weapon on Disc 1, but thanks to a side quest on Disc 2 that cuts that number way smaller, I am willing to get the main character's best weapon on Disc 2. Oh, I don't know who you are, but if you're going to go up the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp, so... Oh man, a place like this, losing your lamp would be terrible. Watch your step, there are holes in the ground. Could you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Just ahead is a mountain full of monsters. Many people have vanished in this mountain while looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. Well, I could turn. Yeah. Okay, turning right. And then going this way. Haha. There must be a heart in the bottle. Thanks. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who is your age. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be part of the wizard's plot. I'm sure he was trying to somehow use the power of the descendants of the wise men. It's so weird to me that people are valued for their heritage rather than what they can do themselves. Like, I get the sense that a lot of the descendants of the wise men aren't actually themselves especially wise. Wow. These enemies are so weird. I mean, you hit them once and they turn to stone. The missing maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe that. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. These are dangerous times. I talk too much. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to an old man like me. I wanted to give you this. You want to enter into a magical transporter? Gaze in this mirror. He gave you the magic mirror. The mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. You feel like it is going to absorb you into another world. And then he gave me a brief moment of invulnerability while he walked away from me. This is the kind of escort mission that I like. The wizard has deceived the king, and now he is trying to open the way to the Dark World. To complete your quest, you will need the Moon Pearl, which is in the tower on top of the mountain. All I can do for you now is to comfort your weariness. Come back here any time. What a thoughtful person. Also, this is the third place I can start the game from. So, I'm not a fan of trying to dodge all those boulders. Fortunately, I can go through these caves instead. Right. I love how in this game, like, the boomerang doesn't damage any enemy that can withstand being hit by it more than once. But if the boomerang would kill it in one hit, it just kills in one hit. But otherwise does no damage. That's just such a weird property for a thing to have. Alright, so I've skipped a bit around the mountain to avoid consequences. Now I'm going to go through here. I'd better stop and read the sign. The sign tells me how this goes back. This cave leads to the path back to Kakariko Village. See? Simple enough. I do believe that there was a piece of heart out there, though. Whoops. This place is such that I am always tempted to use my Pegasus shoes, but then I hit this and bounce into that hole and have to start over. Oh, I was wrong. There is not a piece of heart out there. Well, that's vaguely disappointing. Yeah, something's like when I'm playing RPG. Oh, when I'm playing RPGs where you can level up, like level grinding is not a thing that I'm typically willing to do to gain power early. But like trying to get some rare items so I can upgrade stuff early and have more powerful weapons I'm supposed to. That is something that I'm willing, to a certain extent, to do early. Oh hey, look at this. In I go. I probably won't reach the dungeon today, because there's just so much to explore in this new piece of map region. Oh, hey. Do I have... Okay. Yay, fairies. So I previously expressed my disappointment with some of the design of Pokemon Sword and Shield, like mostly the world design. Like, I think generations 4 and 5 were my favorites, mostly 4. Like, come on, brain. I don't know why I liked Sinnoh so much, but I did. And then Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Well, my favorite games to that point have been Gold and Silver, simply because of how large they were, but Gold and Silver cut out a large amount of stuff from Kanto in order to, yay, a piece of heart. Alex, it is I, Sahasrara. You must somehow make your way to the top of Spectacle Rock. From there you can reach the Tower of Hera on top of Death Mountain. Anyway, I was gonna say something. Yes. Gold and Silver had previously been my favorite games simply due to how big the games were. But they had the issue where a bunch of content had been cut from Kanto. I can say the sentences in order to make it fit on the cartridge. Since Heart Gold and Soul Silver didn't have the same size limitation, all the content that had been removed was put back in, plus more. It was so amazing. Anyway, so I started playing I think I have Sword version, again to try and complete my Pokedex. I like a lot of the new Pokemon and new evolution methods. Like, those are typically not my complaints when I have an issue with a Pokemon game. Except, you know, when they keep putting Pokemon to fill the same niche. Like, oh, every region has to have a rodent that's common and not very useful. Every region has to have this and that and the other Pokemon. Like that kind of niche filling, I'm not really a fan of. Oh gosh, so playing this on the French version, where I had no idea what anything did based on the text of it. Nowadays I look at these things and go, oh hey, Diglets. But the first time I came here I had no clue what I was even looking at. I guess they're moles or something? Anyway. Oh hey, a healing fairy. Trying to complete my Pokedex. When I was a kid, when I tried to complete my Pokedex, I did it pretty haphazardly, and it took forever because of that. And like, I'm sure for a lot of people, what I'm about to suggest is pretty intuitive, but look at that map. I love that I just have a map of the Dark World. Oh hey, here's a map of a place that I'm not sure even exists, but I'm going to take it with me anyway, just in case I need it. Oh hey, it turns out that's actually super useful. When I walk downward, I get the sense that the lava flowing along these rocks is traveling upward. Anyway, suggestion thing that I have for filling out your Pokedex. Like, for some people this is intuitive, but I find it helpful to, when I get to the point where I want to fill out my Pokedex, just go through my actual in-game Pokedex and list all the entries that I'm missing on like a piece of paper so I can cross them out. Like, even if I don't have a... Oh, here you two are. Even if I haven't seen the thing, I at least have its number. Oh, who are you, Mr. Bunny? This world's like the real world, but evil has twisted it. The golden power is what changed your shape to reflect what is in your heart and mind. I am always changing my mind, so I turn into a ball. But if you have a ball called the Moon Pearl, you can keep your original shape here. What do you want? Do you have something to say to me, silly rabbit? I came here to get the power of gold, but I'm a freak and can't get back to the real world. If only I had the Moon Pearl from the Tower of Hair, I could go back to my original shape. I've got good reason to be stressed out, so back off, shoo shoo. So, one thing that I love about this section that taught me how to use the mirror in the French version was nothing else will work here. So, the first time I played, I was wondering, what in the world? As I went through all my items, as I am doing now, until finally I reached the mirror, which I couldn't get to work before. Like, I tried it the first time I got it, and it did nothing, because, like, yeah, you see that. Well, hear that. So I thought, well, maybe only certain places can use it, which, you know, is the case. I'm going to have to remember to come back here with the Master Sword. Hold up the Master Sword and you'll get the Magic of Ether. I don't know why they call that spell Ether. It's a lightning spell. And I don't understand the association. I might actually get to start the dungeon today, but definitely won't finish it. And here I get stuck, but that's fine. I love all these little things, like just how densely packed this game world is with stuff where, oh hey, I'll need to come back later with new ability X. Alex, it's I, Sahasrahla the Elder. I have some advice. In the dungeons, you can gaze on the magic mirror to return to the entrance at any time. Do not forget this. I do enjoy how much they railroad you into getting the magic mirror so that you cannot be unless you get past that guy with a glitch that I'm unaware of. Which, to be fair, I'm unaware of most glitches associated with this game. Haha, take that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, hey, look at that. There's a key. Anyway, yeah, just how thoroughly they railroad you into getting the magic mirror so that you cannot get stuck in the dark world. It's the tower! I'm just going to go visit the basement a few times. Whoops. Ah. Those things do a lot of damage. I look forward to later Zelda games when I can block these with my shield. Whoops. Well, join me next time when I explore more of this tower. I'll see you then.